radio station, I would turn it on. But, can't wait one slowest guy on the highway.
Absolutely free to the community. Free haircuts for the kids. And he'll be back later in the show. Give it up for Javier Munoz.
I guess I would be the 1970s Godzilla nemesis Rodan. Because he was really cool. He spun around, but he was also a great sculptor.
Carissa, if you were a monster, what kind of monster would you be?
I would be the nemesis to the Keebler Elves and be the Cookie Monster.
Let's drive 60.
Your next game is a music parody game called To All the Ghouls I've Loved Before. Jerry, you won the first game, so win this and you'll move on to the final round. Carissa, you need to win this or your dissertation will be shredded.
The big A.
Jonathan Colton, take it away.
I sure
The
will.
big
We've
A.
rewritten the kind of creepy Willie Nelson and Julio Iglesias
Lantern.
song To All the Girls I've Loved Before to
Lantern.
be either less creepy or more creepy, depending on your perspective, because it is now about famous monsters. Are you ready?
Yes.
To all the ghouls I've loved before, cone-shaped hair I can't ignore. They built her just for me, then electricity awoke her. She's alive, they swore. Carissa.
Bride of Frankenstein?
Indeed, Bride of Frankenstein.
Her name is Bernice, okay?
She has a name. Actually, Mrs. Frankenstein was the wife of the
God, is it
scientist.
far?
Exactly.
Forget about these distances.
Mansplained in a slightly more feminist way. Not that much more.
I love that.
The winds of change are always blowing. There are times they smell like trash. This Muppet Crump had no nose showing. His can was cramped, I had to dash. Jerry, Oscar the Grouch? That's correct. Not the most horrifying monster in the history.
Some funny
Yeah, we've all
stuff.
had that partner.
Yeah. Pretty standard. There was this one manifestation. Big white thing in a sailor's hat. I felt a very strange sensation when the Ghostbusters made him splat. Carissa.
The Stay Puft Marshmallow Man?
Yeah, that's right. This is your last clue. my blood. I think I'll let him suck a while. Sherry, Dracula. Yeah, you got it.
Fuck. Get in there.
Our
Get in there.
our contestants do.
We have a tie, so here's your
fuck's sake.
tiebreaker question. Hands on your buzzers. Name the hit Halloween song by Bobby Pickett and the
Okay.
Crypt Kickers, released in 1962. Carissa.
Monster Mash?
That's correct. Well done. So Carissa, with that, you tied it up for 1 game apiece, so we're back to another tiebreaker round. Doesn't get any easier. I'm going to give you a category, and you'll go back and forth naming things that fall in that category. The first contestant to mess up, by guessing incorrectly, repeating an answer, or taking too long, will be eliminated. You'll have to buzz in to answer first. Here's your category. Periodic table elements with topic numbers 1 through 10. Carissa, you start.
Carbon.
Carbon is number 6, correct. Jerry.
Nitrogen.
Nitrogen is number 7.
Hydrogen.
Hydrogen is number 1, Carissa. Correct. Jerry.
Oxygen.
Oxygen is number 8. Back to Carissa.
Well. I'm gonna guess sodium.
I'm sorry, sodium is incorrect, so we're going to have to say goodbye. And congratulations to Jerry. You're moving on to the final round.
It's settled. Our finalists are Vanessa and Jerry. They will face off in our final round at the end of the show. Coming up, Stranger Things, David Harbour has many sides. We'll roll with 20 of them in the nerdiest game you'll ever hear. I'm Ophira Eisberg, and you're listening to Ask Me Another from NPR.
Mary Hunt doesn't own the land her double-wide trailer sits on. So what happens if they raise her rent?
What's going to happen is I'm going to go with what I have on my back, and everything will go to the road.
On the next Planet Money, the ripple effect of big investors buying up mobile home parks. And on How I Built This, we meet a woman who started her pita chip business from a converted hot dog cart. That's on the next Planet Money and How I Built This from NPR.
Join us this afternoon at 4 on GPB and GPB.org. Support for 88.5 GPB Atlanta comes from you, our listeners, and Georgia Farm Bureau, with an encouragement to explore Georgia with the Farm Passport. Featuring over 80 farms, the Farm Passport is a guide to finding fresh local food right on the farm where it's grown. It's available at gfb.org. GPB appreciates the continued financial support of our underwriters. Our mission of providing insightful, objective, and in-depth news coverage remains unchanged. During these difficult times, we'll continue as your trusted source of information. Support for NPR comes from the station and from Progressive Insurance. With Snapshot, a personalized program that bases rates on safe driving habits at Progressive.com. Not available in California and North Carolina or from all agents. And Angie. Angie's List is now Angie, committed to helping homeowners find the right pros for their home improvement projects. Homeowners can read reviews and see upfront pricing for hundreds of projects and book appointments at Angie.com. This is an encore episode.
This is NPR's Ask Me Another. I'm Jonathan Cole, here with puzzle guru Art Chum. Now here's your host, Ophira Eisenberg.
I used to drive all the way up here to
Thank you,
school.
Jonathan. Soon we'll find out which of our
But I can't believe I used to drive all the way to
Vanessa or
Atlanta to
Jerry
go to
will be today's
school.
big winner. But now it's
Crazy.
time to welcome our next special guest.
So
He
far, I can't
stars
believe we used to
as
drive here to
Police
work every
Chief
day.
Jim Hopper in the Netflix series Straight. Please welcome David Harbour.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Brooklyn.
Now the listeners cannot see this, but David has one of those stormtrooper boot casts on because it turns out you tore your Achilles playing Achilles
There
in
you go.
Shakespeare in the Park.
There you go. Not a good thing to do. If you're deciding on an injury, I would choose a different one. I was in Shakespeare in the Park this summer in Troilus and Cressida, which is a play. Oh, wow. Some of you may have seen the 6 performances that I gave. I was playing the great Greek general Achilles in the Trojan War. So I was jumping around and I lunged for Hector to intimidate him, and it just snapped.
At what point in the show did you...
Well, it was fantastic because like I sort of finished my lines and went off stage, and I had a scene coming up, like in like a minute or so, and I went off stage.
Look at
and I
all
said to
kinds
the
of
stage
policemen.
managers, I was like, guys, I'm pretty sure I just
Somebody's
pulled my
arrested.
Achilles tendon. We're gonna have to stop the show. And they were like,
No.
let's get him some ice. And they gave me a bag of ice, and they were like, I heard my entrance cue, and I was like, you're kidding me, right? And I just dragged my foot out, I grabbed
Jets.
the chair, and I put it down in the middle of the stage, and I just started icing my foot, like saying my
I think we'll go to little
lines,
5 points.
and they wouldn't stop the show.
But you remembered your lines through
Yeah, it actually, it's surprisingly not painful because the adrenaline is pumping so much. I mean, you're out in front of 2,000 people in Central Park and you're acting up a storm. And, like, I didn't feel anything
If we can get into
until
Atlanta.
the next
We'll see.
day. And then I felt a lot.
Yeah. So you play Police Chief Jim Hopper in
Yes.
Stranger Things.
Yes, I love him so much. I love him so much.
You'll get me a
He's
burrito
amazing
to go
man.
He's
there.
impossible not to love.
I know. Well, in the first couple episodes,
That's
he's
right.
easy not to love. He's easy not to love.
That's what I love. The first time we meet you in the series, it is this amazing shot of your apartment that is a complete
It's
wreck.
a double wide trailer. It's not apartment.
Oh, right.
It's double wide, yeah.
Double wide trailer.
Yeah.
It's just a mess. There's beer cans.
Yeah,
There's cigarettes, prescription bottles.
Oh, yeah.
Your character looks like he's in really bad shape.
Yeah,
far.
he goes out and smokes a cigarette with his jeans unbuttoned.
Feels like we're driving to
Because he can't
Germany.
button them over his belly. Love that. Love Jim.
So how much of that character was on the page versus what you decided to bring to it?
Well, I think he was thinner on the page. I decided to eat a lot of cheeseburgers.
Some people, if they got a leading male role in a series, might go to the gym. You made a conscious effort
Yeah.
not to do that.
Yeah, I was very conscious.
And,
no, it's really what?
yeah.
No, I'm not kidding.
Yeah.
I know you think I'm kidding. I mean, I couldn't even if I want, but I did make a conscious thing because I actually, when I got the script, I saw and I got it months before, so I saw the first scene he had his shirt off, and
We were
I
gonna
was
go
like,
there, but the
my narcissism
Chick-fil-A
kicked
there
in
is closed.
immediately.
The original
And
Chick-fil-A
I was
restaurant's
like, I'm
over
gonna
there.
get a trainer, I'm gonna eat organic
under
chicken,
reconstruction.
and I'm just gonna go to the gym constantly, I'm gonna look ripped. And then I talked to my acting coach,
There
and
it is.
he was like, look,
There's what you
play
wanted to
this
see.
character. Don't play 5 roles in the future. He's like, this guy doesn't go to the gym. And also, I think we have too much of a weird obsession with body in our culture nowadays, and I think that I would like to see sexiness sort of embodied in people's
Downtown
real
Lanner.
bodies, as opposed to those bodies that are, just full of narcissism. And you can smell that, sometimes I feel like those superheroes, if you threw a cookie at them, they would be more terrified to the villain because they might have to eat a carbohydrate.
I read that you stay in character between takes to scare the kids. What's wrong with you?
I know. I just don't like children. I mean,
Cleveland Avenue.
I used to be on sets, and I used to really care about being friends with everybody, and I used to care about what people thought of me, and I used to want to be like the charming, fun guy, and I spent a lot of energy on that. And then the older I get, the more I care about the audience's experience more than my own, and I'm willing to sacrifice my personal relationship so the audience has us. I really am. I'm willing to sacrifice my personal experience so the audience has an authentic experience. And so, I don't mail dead pigs to people.
Benjamin, I can't hear you.
But I do,
Speak up. Benjamin.
Benjamin, energy between
I can't hear
certain
you.
characters.
Who's this man?
I do tend to try
Listen
to
to him. I don't know, he's
preserve
some
that
comedian.
energy or make it as authentic as possible. So with the kids, it was really important for
You
me
don't
that
have to
he
whisper.
didn't like children, because he
nobody
has
here.
so much pain
Right.
in his life around children. And so I made sure to stay away from them at the table reads. And then on the day we shot that first scene, I just moved my chair away from them, and I just wouldn't talk to them. And they were all like, "Hey man, we're doing a scene." I was like, "Get away from me." I was such a jerk. But you can see in their reactions and stuff, they really were scared of me. But the weird counterintuitive thing is, they sort of know that because I am kind of a softie inside, and so they sort of fell in love with me in a weird way. And so they would love to kind of poke fun at me, and I would try to stay nah, and they got under my skin. But it sort of works for the arc of the season,
So this show doesn't just have fans. People are obsessed.
Yeah.
And they're obsessed about a few things. The portrayal of the 80s, people are obsessed with that,
Yeah.
pointing out different things about it. People
Yeah.
are
The traffic's
obsessed
not
with
that
the
bad.
story arc of
Because
Barb.
it's Saturday. It's the right day to come.
You played so many roles on television and film. This is a
No
different.
one's scared. It's
But no,
great.
no. But this has got to be a different kind of fan.
Oh, God, yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's the thing. Like, I really have done so much work and no one's cared. I mean, you know, like, I do have people who are like, oh, man, you're closer. And I was like, but at the time, I've never had anything hit where, you know, it's such a dream to, it's the dream of being an actress that you move people. I think, for me at least, it was that I just wanted to make them think about their lives. I wanted to make them, if acting has any meaning,
That's what I was going to get
so
today.
that we can have greater empathy for
But I got
other people.
Bojangles
And I do
instead.
get people from all over the world, like, tweeting me things about my
Bojangles.
talk that makes them want to be a better man, and like, things like that. And so I'm enjoying every minute of it, and I hope that we can bring you even, like, more of that in season 2.
Nice. David, are you ready for an Ask Me Another challenge?
Oh, God, I'm so bad at trivia. Let's do this.
All right, David Harbour, everybody.
Good doggy. Getting closer.
David, there is a creature in Stranger Things called the Demogorgon.
We're almost there.
Which is a nod to Dungeons and Dragons.
Yes.
There are also plenty of creatures in Shakespeare's plays, which you are very familiar with.
Let's hope.
So we've mashed
How we
these
gonna
things
get in there?
together
We're gonna drive
in
through
an amazing
Cabbagetown?
Trivia adventure called
we drive through Cabbagetown?
20-sided quiz.
Oh, yeah.
Here's how it works. Jonathan Colton and I will guide you through a dungeon where you'll encounter a series of Shakespearean creatures.
Oh, my God.
Each creature will ask you a multiple choice trivia question. Answer correctly, you will get a weapon that will make it easier for you to defeat each creature.
We'll level up.
You're going to fight each creature by rolling this large 20-sided die.
Here we go
Oh, my
again.
God.
You enter the dark
Oh, I knew
dungeon.
it.
Suddenly, the weird
Why
sisters
can't it just
from
be a day
Macbeth
with no
appear.
traffic?
Oh, God.
They ask you a trivia question.
Oh, no.
Which of these is not an ingredient the three witches from Macbeth throw into a cauldron? Blood of swine, tongue of dog, eye of newt.
Well, Eye of Newt is one of them.
Yep.
Blood of swine feels like one of them. Tongue of
Remember,
dog doesn't
we could
feel
just,
like one
like,
of them.
drive right
Why would you
through.
do a dog's tongue? I'm going to go with tongue of dog. Final answer, Regis.
That is incorrect.
It's blood of swine?
Blood of swine.
Oh, I'm terrible.
That's okay. All right, you got to roll. Roll a 10 or higher to defeat the witches. Which
Look at
one?
this. On a Saturday. At
Oh, my saving
3:30.
throw. My saving throw worked.
I can't believe it.
The witches
just
melt
can't
into a
believe it.
puddle.
Yes, even though I'm stupid, they melt.
Guess what? The dungeon is getting darker and
Oh,
darker.
God, it's so dark down here.
A swarm of harpies appears.
Of course they do.
They ask you a trivia question.
Yeah, I'm sure
In
they
The
do.
Tempest, what is the name of the witch who imprisoned the spirit Ariel in a tree?
Sycorax.
That was correct. Was it correct?
From the south
I
side,
am
man.
indeed a
It's
cleric
this
of the
busy.
light.
Roll a 5 or higher to defeat them.
Come on. A 2! Oh, the rolls!
The harpies rip off your right arm.
Oh.
But you managed to escape.
Oh, thank God. I still have the left hook. We're good.
You have reached the treasure room. The Demogorgon appears.
Oh, no. From the plane of Hades.
Yes, it asks you a trivia question.
Oh, of course it does.
Here's the question. Thank God. The ghost of Hamlet's father tells Hamlet of his most unnatural murder.
Sure.
What potion did he say was used as the murder weapon? Was it A, venom, B, hebanon, or C, hemlock?
Avenge my most foul and unnatural murder. He poisons him in the garden.
Just do all of Hamlet and you'll find
I know.
I know. Who's there? Nay, stand, answer me. Unfold yourself.
I'm gonna go with hemlock.
I'm sorry that you are going to have to face the Demogorgon with no weapons and one arm ripped off.
Man.
The correct answer is hebanon. So you have to roll a 10 or higher.
Oh, God. Come on, the rolls.
Come on!
Somewhere else.
Is it a 10 or higher?
It's a 5.
Well, the Demogorgon says, whoops, I'm in the wrong dungeon, and it runs away, so you win anyway!
David, you're at the end of the dungeon. 3 treasure chests from the Merchant of Venice are before you. One is made of gold, one is made of silver.
I played this part.
One is made of lead.
I played it.
Which do you choose?
Bassanio chooses the lead one because that's where you win her heart, sure.
That is right. You chose right. You open your chest. And inside is a prize. And it is an Ask Me Another Rubik's Cube. I know. Congratulations.
Better than Portia's heart any day.
David Harbour plays Police Chief Jim Hopper on the Netflix series Stranger Things. Give it up for David Harbour. Now please welcome back to the stage Javier Munoz, accompanied by guitarist Robin McIntyre.
So there's a little story behind this song. It was 2005, and I had quit the business and somehow found myself in a room auditioning for the dream team that was creating In the Heights. And this is the song I sang that allowed me to book In the Heights and thus began the whole journey, which has now led to Hamilton. So I'm going to sing it for you now. This is the year of the open hand. Will you hold on to what you can? And charity is a coat you wear twice a year. This is the year of the guilty man. Your television takes a stand, and you find that what was over there is over here. So you scream from behind your door. You say what's mine is mine and not yours. I may have too much, but I'll take my chances, 'cause God kept keeping score. And you cling to the things they sold you. Don't you cover your eyes when they told you that you can't go back, 'cause he has no children to come back
That ain't that
for.
hard.
It's hard to love.
Used to park over here too.
There's so much to hate, hanging on to hope, when there is no hope to speak of, and the wounded skies above.
Still filming?
Mm-hmm.
All right, good. Now we're really close to downtown Atlanta. See, in the city, there's not very much traffic, it looks like. Going through the city. Right?
Yeah.
Right in the big A. Get on Freedom Parkway. Way back. Get in the buildings. Where's the Georgia Capitol? The gold on it. It's like the Radnica or something. It's kind of dead out here. That's good. State. This is where I went to university, Benjamin. My university right here. GSU. Changes.
Not that very many people here.
Nope, because it's the weekend. There's some students taking their Saturday classes. Here, get that right there. I used to have classes in that building. Edgewood. Take a right here and go into Cabbagetown. I bet it's nicer than it used to be now.
Cable car. I mean, the tram tracks.
Really?
Yeah, these are the tram tracks. Should go around the circle.
Yeah, the one. Didn't want to go anywhere.
It's useless.
That's right, I can go right on the red, so that's what I'm gonna do. Let's go through Cabbagetown. Wonder if A and B is still there. A and B, we used to go there and buy alcohol underage in the 1980s. I was in high school. This used to be full of pharmacists. Not anymore, man. Looks like it's kind of nice now. A and B is gone. No more A and B beer and wine. Looks like they got a streetcar that goes through. Look at this. They do have a streetcar that goes through. Wow. Look at this. Interesting. Of course, they still got characters. Hey, man. You're walking in the middle of the road. Uh-oh. What? Road closed? Road closed. Okay, I guess I can't go through there no more. Guess I'm gonna have to go this way. National Divine Spiritual Church. Go down Auburn Avenue. Edgewood Ave. Auburn. different here than down in Peachtree City, where nothing but mighty whitey Republican. Here we got diversity, normal people. Uh-oh. Is that also uh-oh.
What?
Now I'm gonna go find out. Go over this way. I still know my way. Over there. Got a side view. Yeah, this whole area is kind of used to be kind of the projects, but not anymore. Go over here to Ponce de Leon. Ponce de Leon. Go to Ponce. That's the name of the street. Freedom Parkway. Pretty directly to Ponce de Leon. Yeah. Doing real good. It's not so bad.
Yeah.
But it sure is far away. Carter Center. Get over. Forgot about that. Oh no, shit. Okay. They named the street after John Lewis. Okay. It used to be called Freedom Parkway, but now it's called John Lewis.
Go.
Mountain that direction. Stone Mountain is kind of far from here. They make it, the sign makes it look like it's right over there. By the city. He just ran on a road.
Who?
I don't know, can I go right? Can I go right? No.
Red.
I guess I can. Okay. Okay. Forgot I could go reds. Get that mirror. Fellini's. We already had Fellini's. I'm getting sick of pizza. There's a burrito place here that I want to try. What's this called? It's called Mir, I think. Mir. Mir means peace in Czech and Russian. That's why it's called. There's the Bostonian Library. I used to go there. Majestic, overpriced junk. Since 1929, Majestic. Furs is still there. Pay to park here, I bet you still do. What a mess. Maybe we should turn around and go back.
You're so lunch. What's that gonna do here?
Huh?
What?
Oh, you want to? I'm gonna get out and walk around.
You want to walk around?
Just a little bit over here. Pizza. Ooh, there's a parking space for me. Good. What?
What?
The hell?
The hell is... What's going on here?
Open the door, Benjamin. Open the door.
Hey guys, how's it going?
We headed? I was just gonna go in the liquor store.
Liquor store? Yeah, that's open. Go for it.
Okay. I'm not gonna be very long.
That's fine. Yeah, liquor store's always free.
Okay. Okay, now be very careful when you open your door, Benjamin, so you don't hit the car. Yeah?
Okay, okay. Should I stop?
Yeah.